2023 Raiders season. The Raiders should have benched Derek Carr earlier when he had the emotional outbreak on the podium following the Colts loss. Personally, I don't give two F's about a player who was given all the weapons and all the opportunities, but he failed. Raider Nation for life. Raiders. Like in the words of Forrest Gump, Vinny, or Just Kick-Ass Baby, are you stupid or something? Don't let the emotions get to you. They get to me. I get it. We're all the same. I mess up too. But that statement in capital letters means you meant it. You are triggered about what Derek Carr's saying, and you want to let everybody know that Derek Carr's the worst. He was given every opportunity in the world, and you don't give a damn. You don't give a damn about him. But I'm going to post it in all capital letters. I'm going to post it on the big screen in big, bold letters, and I'm going to let everybody know that Derek Carr was given every opportunity to succeed. Derek Carr was given every weapon to succeed. But yet, Derek Carr's a failure. Okay. Are you stupid or something? Let's think about that statement. Every player is given the exact same opportunities to succeed. Every player, whether it be the offensive lineman, the running back, the tight end, the defensive edge rusher, the safety, the cornerback, the linebacker, so on and so forth. The coaches as well. They're all given the same opportunities to succeed. Yet they all failed. For the most part. How many winning seasons did we have with all of these players that were given all the same opportunities and all the same weapons? They failed. The coaches were gotten weapons like Derek Carr. They got receivers, Hunter Renfrow, Josh Jacobs. The coaches got them as well. Yet they all fail. But Derek Carr was the only one that was given these opportunities and these weapons, and he failed. He is the quarterback. Everything is on his shoulders. The defense, the coaching, the players. That's why I say, are you stupid or something? Derek Carr was not given all the weapons. If you want to go down that route, he wasn't given all the weapons. There were better weapons out there, whether it be Odell Beckham, whoever else, Jalen Ramsey on defense, or whatever. The Rams picked them up and go to a Super Bowl. Blah, 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 so on and so forth. There was better weapons. Derek Carr was not given every weapon. For many years, Derek Carr had to play with no weapons. He had to play with slingshots and make some of those players better, like Nelson Aguilar. And then Nelson Aguilar plays on a one-year deal under Derek Carr, gets like 900 yards, then goes to the Patriots and gets $10 to $11 million. Derek Carr made him a weapon for the Patriots. Then what did Nelson Aguilar do with the Patriots? Nothing. That means Derek Carr made Nelson Aguilar get paid. Derek Carr helped players get money. Derek Carr was given every opportunity to succeed, but he failed. Okay. Moving on. James Harry's like, LOL. Michael F., it's called passion. She hated leaving us. Does that make her bad? She hated leaving us? Does that make her bad? I don't know what that means. Maybe you're talking about Lucille. She never left us, that I know of. If McDaniels doesn't win, I'll join the pity party. I'm just glad someone had the balls to move on from Carr. James Harry, thank you very much. Now they hate you for being loyal to the Shield. I just don't understand that term, loyal to the Shield. The Shield's not been good to us. Look, I got two little dots. They're like cheeks from the light. Let me try to get the perfect cheek. Wait, hold on. Let me do a little dimple. Let me do a little dimple. Dustin M. Harry, we may let you join next year when they fire McDaniels. Michael F. Rotating offensive line. Crisis. The people who honestly believe this are in for a rude awakening. And then Michael F. You meant with Carr's wife. Okay, yeah, I mean, no problem. But, again, everybody has their opinion. And at the end of the day, I just want everybody to try to empathize and respect one another and look past the emotions. Even though I fail to do that myself all the time. I get it. So, in response to all this stuff that was going on with Derek Carr, I got White Gold responded in defense of Derek Carr. And I kind of like this statement, because it's on my direction of hating McDumbbutt. He wrote, so McGenius failed with the Broncos because he was the general manager and coach. But with the Raiders, he'll do good because his friend is the general manager, but has a similar mindset. And McGenius will focus more on coaching. That's a sarcastic comment, saying that Josh McDaniels failed with the Broncos because he tried to do it all. And even though his friend is technically the so-called general manager, Josh McGenius is doing the same thing. Being a player, being the general manager and the coach. That's why he's failing. So that was a sarcastic comment to Raider Tia Huai. I love him. He's a good guy. He's a Carr hater. We have a lot of varying opinions. But he's a quality human being. And me and him get into it on Twitter a lot. So, he wrote, a lot of people forget he wasn't only the head coach of the Donkeys, but he was also their GM. But he failed as a GM, which in turn caused him to fail as a head coach. He's got a GM with a similar set of goals this time. That was the sarcasm that they were giving to him. So he said that he failed with the Broncos, so they lied as well. That being said, enough of the hater tweets. I'm done with that subject. I'm moving on. Now, in a conspiracy way, I wrote this, and again, I don't know if Twitter posted it. That's why it was in limbo. A lot of my tweets were. But I said, in a conspiracy world, or if the NFL is actually rigged, wouldn't a Raiders versus Saints Super Bowl in 2024 be almost exactly like the Raiders versus the Bucs Super Bowl? If the Raiders and Saints went to a Super Bowl this year, wouldn't that be like the storyline of the Bucs and the Raiders, where a player or a coach is no longer a part of the team, they're with another team, then we meet in the Super Bowl for some type of revenge? And the possibilities might be the Saints have a number one offense, maybe the Raiders have a number one defense, I doubt it, or the Raiders have a number one offense, and the Saints have a number one defense. And they meet in the Super Bowl, Derek Carr versus the Raiders, blah, 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 and so forth. Wouldn't that be in a storyline, meaning the coaches or players go to the other team and want revenge? And let's be honest, in this Super Bowl, if Jimmy Garoppolo is injured or whatever, and Tom Brady somehow we make the playoffs and wants to play for the Raiders, we all know that was their original plan. Tom Brady would play for the Raiders versus Derek Carr, who he said and called that MFer. Remember when they kept Derek Carr, when Gruden vouched for Derek Carr over Tom Brady going to the Raiders in 2020? Could you imagine that scenario for the headlines, the storylines for the Super Bowl? Derek Carr with the Saints, McDaniels, Derek Carr revenge, Tom Brady playing for the Raiders in revenge against Derek Carr, who they released and benched because McDaniels wanted Brady to play for the Raiders and sabotaged his legacy. I'm just letting you guys know, and everything happens 20 years later or something like that in history if we are in a computer simulation show. I could see this being the storyline for the NFL to get a lot of views. You guys let me know what you think about that in the comments below. Then let's come right back. Let's end out this show with a bang. Let's take some of your questions. And then we're going to go about having a blessed Saturday. I will be right back. Get your questions ready. Anything I didn't talk about, anything